A football match is 90 minutes long. Everybody knows that. Nobody wrote it down for 31 years. The ball is in play for about 55 of them. And the reason a half is exactly 45 minutes. Nobody can really tell you. So here is the question. Where does 45 minutes come from, and why that number and not some other one? There is a story that everyone tells about a single match in 1866. We are going to check whether it holds up. To do that, we are going to read the actual rulebooks. The laws of the game from 1877, the laws from 1897, and Law 7 as it stands today. Two of the things you have almost certainly heard about this turn out to be wrong. Not exaggerated. Wrong. Section 1. What the law actually says today. Law 7 of the laws of the game is remarkably short. A match lasts for 2 equal halves of 45 minutes. Those halves can only be shortened if the referee and both teams agree before kick-off, and the competition rules allow it. Half-time must not exceed 15 minutes. And the referee adds time for substitutions, for injuries, for time wasting, for cards, for video reviews, and for goal celebrations. That added time can be increased by the referee. It can never be reduced. So the law is precise about almost everything. Except the one thing you would actually want explained. Why 45? Section 2. The story everyone tells. On the 31st of March, 1866, a team representing London played a team representing Sheffield at Battersea Park. The two sides played by different codes, so the conditions had to be agreed in advance. One of those conditions was how long the game would last. 90 minutes. 3 o'clock until 4:30. That is the origin story. You will find it in articles, in videos, in pub arguments. It is the answer to this question everywhere you look. Here is the problem with it. Trace the claim back through its sources, and it comes to rest on a single book published in 1981, at a single page. No contemporary newspaper report of the duration. No surviving document from the day. One secondary source, repeated until repetition made it feel like evidence. The match was real. It mattered. What is thin is the specific claim about the clock. Section 3. The part that is simply wrong. The version you will read online usually adds 2 details. That Sheffield wanted a 2-hour match. And that 90 minutes entered the rulebook in 1877. So I read the 1877 laws of the game. The whole thing. There is no rule about duration in it. None. There is no 90 minutes, no 45, no mention of how long anything lasts. The closest it comes is a line saying that end shall only be changed at half-time, which assumes halves exist, without ever saying how long they are. The 1877 rulebook does not contain the thing it is famous for containing. And the 2-hour claim appears in no source I could find that anyone should trust. Section 4. When it actually became law. The duration finally appears in the laws of the game in 1897. It is Law 2. The duration of the game shall be 90 minutes, unless otherwise mutually agreed upon. That is 31 years after the match everybody credits with inventing it. 31 years in which 90 minutes was not a rule at all. It was just what people did. A habit that hardened into a law. And look at what else that same rulebook says. The interval at halftime shall not exceed 5 minutes. 5. Today it is 15. The half has never moved. Everything around it has. And there is no allowance for time lost anywhere in that rulebook. Added time, the thing we argue about every single weekend, did not exist. Section 5. What 90 minutes never measured? In the Premier League this season, the average match lasts 100 minutes and 35 seconds from kick-off to final whistle. The ball is in play for 55 of them. That is 54.7% of the match. The lowest share in 10 seasons. Dead time, the ball out of play, restarts, treatment, substitutions, celebrations, averages 45 minutes and 35 seconds. Football now spends almost exactly as long stopped as it does moving. And it moves around. 54 minutes 49 in one recent season, 58-11 the next, then 56-59, then 55. The 90-minute match does not describe the football. It never has. It describes a clock running next to it. So what? Think about the argument you have every season, when 8 minutes go up on the board and somebody in the room says the referee is inventing time. Nobody is inventing anything. The 45-minute half was never a measurement of a game in the first place. It was a convenient number that became a custom, and took 3 decades to become a rule, in a rulebook that had no concept of added time at all. Added time is not an intrusion on a sacred 90 minutes. It is the only part of the whole system that is actually trying to measure football. The sacred number is the arbitrary one. So next time somebody tells you a match is 90 minutes because of a game in 1866, ask them where the rulebook says so. For 31 years, it did not. And while we are checking things that everybody knows, half the planet calls this game football, and the other half calls it soccer. One of those words was invented in England. It is not the one you would guess.